Here's a fun twist of fate. Solo, a Star Wars story score, was disqualified from the Oscars. Now, I don't know about you, but when I went to see Solo, a Star Wars story, the first thing I thought about the film was, damn, this is truly going to sweep the Oscars. I can't even keep up with this anymore. It's so hard to care about Star Wars, but it's so easy and funny to laugh at Star Wars, especially when a film gets disqualified for what is essentially a stupid mistake. Now, we've been covering Solo, a Star Wars story, all year. It was the little Star Wars film that couldn't. And I don't care. I'm glad it couldn't, because it didn't deserve to. But still better than The Last Jedi. But on to the topic at hand, the music. Now, if you go back and you listen to the review of the film that I had, God, what was that, 7 months ago at this point? One thing I had, one critique, one complaint was the music, or lack thereof in terms of originality. I complained about them using musical cues from the original Star Wars films. And to some people, that evoked nostalgia. That got them hooked. That made them very, very happy. But for me, I thought, this is just the same old shit rehashed. I'm hoping somebody else enjoys it, but it's not me. So this article comes from comicbook.com, and I was in the middle of working on something else, but I laughed so hard that I thought, I gotta talk about this. So as the calendar year moves towards the end of the year, Oscar buzz is beginning to pick up. The Academy has started sifting through the potential nominees for the Best Original Song and Best Original Score categories, disqualifying those who don't meet their requisites. Solo, a Star Wars story, the latest entry into the Star Wars franchise, is one of the 4 movies to have to be disqualified. According to Variety, the score from John Powell, with themes by John Williams, was cut from the list of potential nominees after it was submitted too late, not meeting the Academy's November 15th deadline for submissions. The report also lists Green Book, Mandy, and The Other Side of the Wind as properties who have their scores rejected. The Academy's score vetting process wraps up this Tuesday with a short list set to be unveiled by the annual award show on December 17th. Solo featured the Star Wars debut of actors Alden Ehrenreich and Donald Glover. Ehrenreich previously reflected on the time he received the call that he had been cast as the iconic smuggler Han Solo. I got the call, I was just on the street, and I called my family. I told them. But all my friends, I couldn't tell anyone, really. It wasn't even going to be announced for 3 months, the actor shared in a featurette when asked by Ron Howard how he responded to earning the role. And so I didn't know what to do. But I felt I should do something. So I went to the beach by myself and walked around there, and there was the pier there. So I went to the pier and I said, I guess I'll ride a ride. So I just rode a roller coaster by myself. I told my Nana, and I was like, you can't tell anybody, and she was like, okay. And then I called her a week later, and she said she was like, everyone's thrilled. You gotta love grandmas. No matter how you feel about this film, you gotta love grandmas. But the reason I'm bringing this up to you is the ineptitude from Lucasfilm. We can complain, we can criticize their movies, we can say all these terrible things that we want about them, which just so happen to be true. But now we can add lazy to the list of those wonderful things that we can add to Star Wars. I mean, why couldn't we get an Oscar nomination? Because we submitted our shit too late. I mean, that's like some college level bullshit. Oh, I didn't send in my paperwork, so I can't get financial aid. I guess I'll sit out a semester. I just hope people out there are laughing at this the same way I am. I mean, I genuinely, genuinely take pleasure in reading this. It's funny to me. And I didn't read this article going in hoping, oh, I hope they say they're disqualifying it because it lacks originality. I just thought, I wonder why. Could it be because it lacks originality? No, because it was... I'm sorry. It's because it was late. So let me know what you guys think about this. I got to get back to working on a longer video, but I just wanted to put this out there and give you guys a chuckle because it's Monday, it's a work day, and it's not really a special afternoon. It's Monday, it's 2 weeks till Christmas, and there's really not much going on. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it. Help us get our numbers up for the holiday season, aka Christmas. I'll be back later with more here on the channel. So as always, thank you for watching and have a good one. Oh, and real quick, if you're a patron of this channel, we're having a Spider-Man stream this Friday night from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till whenever we finish Spider-Man 2. And if you're a patron and you'd like to get on, well, it's a first-come, first-served basis. We're offering up 3 spots, but you got to know your Spider-Man. If you don't, well, just sit this one out and join us for a movie you're more well-versed on. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go deep diving into the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films because while everyone's out there watching Into the Spider-Verse, I'll take a deep dive back into the past and enjoy Spider-Man 1 and 2, the epitome of the Spider-Man films. But that's on Friday night, so you got a lot to get through this week until then. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.